Chapter 10, 42. If heaven's will finds trouble, cut down the trouble. Chizai's mind was churning with thoughts. His expression turned grim. Fang Yuan was also frowning deeply. He had used Flying Sword Gu earlier to destroy the Yin Qi, but it had recovered in an instant. The Yin Qi rope flew towards Fang Yuan again. It was not going to stop until it coiled around Fang Yuan. Flying Sword Gu might be strong, but against an obstacle that can disperse and gather at will, it cannot take it down. Fang Yuan had a realization. Earlier, when dealing with the desolate beast mud monster, he had such a feeling as well. Now, facing a Qi path, Gu immortal, this feeling emerged in him again. Of course, this was because he lacked a relevant killer move. If he had a sword path killer move that could help Flying Sword Gu to scatter its attacks instead of focusing on one point, his problems would be resolved. Actually, Fang Yuan had anticipated this situation. Thus, he used Sword Escape Immortal Gu and tried to retreat. But he did not think that the other party would have a movement killer move to chase him. Fang Yuan fell into disadvantage. Earlier during the probing, he had the upper hand because of his countless mortal killer moves. But now, after using Immortal Gu and Immortal killer moves, they were fighting for real. He got into a disadvantage very quickly. The other party was a rank 7 Gu Immortal. His cultivation level was higher than Fang Yuan. It was to be expected that Fang Yuan could not beat him. In fact, it was already not easy to get to this point. I only have 2 Immortal Gu, while he is rank 7 with higher cultivation level than me and has more methods. If he has an Immortal Battlefield killer move, even if I have Flying Sword Immortal Gu, I would not be able to break out. I cannot stay here. Sword Escape. Fang Yuan activated this rank 7 Immortal Gu again, flying into the sky. Hey, he is very vigilant, Chizai snorted coldly. His fighting style was to drain his opponent's resources and draw out the battle. When the Yin Qi rope breaks, the aura would disperse, and as time passes, the entire battlefield would favor Qi path more. By then, even if Chizai did not use Immortal Gu, his strength would be higher, and he would be able to spend less Immortal Essence. It was a very good strategy that benefited him. But Fang Yuan had already decided to fly away and escape after a short battle. Every round was basically at a new location. Chizai could not accumulate his advantage. Gu Masters had limited movement speed. They were often restricted to fighting at a particular place. But Gu Immortals could travel far, moving thousands of li easily. They were different from Gu Masters. Thus, it was easy to defeat a Gu Immortal, but very difficult to kill them unless one had an Immortal level battlefield killer move to trap them. However, these types of battlefield killer moves took time to set up. When Gu Immortals fought, they could only set up the arrangements in secret if they were in front of the enemy. They had to conceal their actions for the trap to succeed. Or like the time when Fang Yuan dealt with He Cheng, he set up the battlefield killer move in advance, luring his enemy into it. Even though Fang Yuan escaped, Chizai had an Immortal killer move to chase him. Fang Yuan had slaughtered Ni Clan village. This was a place which Chizai was in charge of. If he let Fang Yuan go, he would have to be held to account for this. Most importantly, Chizai was afraid that Fang Yuan was a descendant of the other clans. In this 1,000-year bet, Qi clan was already going to win. At this juncture, he could not allow unexpected mishaps to occur. Thus, Chizai had to investigate this matter. He could not let it go. After Fang Yuan escaped, he realized that Chizai had chased after him. How deep is his enmity? Why is he chasing me like this? Fang Yuan was perplexed. In his previous life's memories, Ni Clan did not have any Gu Immortals. This was why Fang Yuan acted so unrestrained. To think that he actually attracted the attack of Gu Immortals, and there were 2 of them, one rank 6 and one rank 7. Fang Yuan could not guess Chizai's motives, because he knew nothing about the bet between the 5 Shangs. He could only retreat while fighting. Each time he would use Flying Sword Immortal Gu to engage in a short fight before using Sword Escape Immortal Gu to retreat. After many rounds of battle, Fang Yuan saw some details gradually. The rank 6 Gu Immortal beside him is behaving strangely, She is likely a newly ascended Gu Immortal. She calls the rank 7 Gu Immortal great uncle. The two of them should be blood-related family members. This rank 6 Gu Immortal is not a threat. If she could attack, she would have done so long ago to disrupt me. But in this entire battle, she has been sitting back and doing nothing. Fang Yuan obtained much information, while Qi Zai also learned a lot about Fang Yuan. This odd fellow is really a rank 6 Gu Immortal. Hey, he is actually using 2 rank 7 Immortal Gu. Qi Zai did not know what to say about this situation. Normally speaking, most rank 6 Gu Immortals did not even have 1 rank 6 Immortal Gu. They desired them greatly. This person did not have any rank 6 Immortal Gu, but he took a big leap and had 2 rank 7 Immortal Gu instead. But this step is too huge. I want to see how much green grape immortal essence you have to use these rank 7 sword path Gu. Qi Zai snickered internally. He was skilled in battles of attrition with his higher cultivation level, and Fang Yuan using rank 7 Immortal Gu. He was not in a rush. Fang Yuan fought as he retreated. He followed after him closely. He was scheming and hard to shrug off. Fang Yuan thought to himself, since the start of the battle, I have already used up tens of thousands of immortal essence stones. These were all obtained from Lang Ya Land Spirit. I am wasting my set contribution points. This person has a good plan. He wants to waste my immortal essence. I know his scheme but can do nothing about it. If he had rank 6 Immortal Gu, Fang Yuan would be able to fight in a sustained battle. He would not end up in this state. With his rank 6 cultivation level, it was very difficult to make use of rank 7 Immortal Gu. Qi Zai could not catch Fang Yuan, while Fang Yuan could not leave him in the dust. The situation was in a deadlock. After countless rounds of fighting, in order to maintain the situation, Fang Yuan had to continue to request for immortal essence stones from Langya Land Spirit. His Langya set contribution points were nearing 0. Qi Zai was shocked. It was beyond his expectations that Fang Yuan could hold on until now. This rank 6 Gu Immortal is very strange. He definitely has a huge secret. If I can obtain it, this might be the biggest fortuitous encounter in my life. Fighting to this extent, Qi Zai's gaze was getting more heated. Seeing Fang Yuan's cold gaze, he felt like he was looking at a mobile treasure chest. But at the next moment, Qi Zai's gaze froze. He showed shock on his face. He thought, isn't the mountain range ahead the 5 regional mountain range? Oh no, so this is his plan. I cannot let him escape into the mountain range. This 5 regional mountain range was not simple. It was created by a rank 8 Gu Immortal from southern border. His name was Tao Zhu. He was known as the restriction expert. This person cultivated restriction path. It was a branch of rule path, just like how emotion path was a branch of wisdom path. People called him restriction expert. It was because he was the expert of restriction path in this generation. It showed how incredible his attainment was. He had deep research regarding the 5 regional walls. He attempted to find a way to allow Gu Immortals to travel through the regional walls easily. This 5 regional mountain range was created due to his research. Unfortunately, after he died, there had been no progress. But this 5 regional mountain range was left behind and became a special area in southern border. Fang Yuan was restricted by Qi Zai. He was trying to find a way to escape. He was very familiar with southern border. The 5 regional mountain range was his hope. Qi Zai had been thinking of draining his immortal essence. This was in line with Fang Yuan's objective. He was able to use Sword Escape Immortal Gu, and after some hurdles, he flew for hundreds of thousands of li, arriving at this place. Qi Zai had been in seclusion for some time, and because Fang Yuan was drawing his attention, he did not think of this area. He quickly took action, trying to obstruct Fang Yuan, but Fang Yuan had 2 rank 7 Immortal Gu. He was prepared. How could any obstruction work? Qi Zai watched grimly as Fang Yuan entered the 5 regional mountain range. He hesitated before making up his mind, saying to Qi He, sit here. I will let the Qi Grand Lion protect you. You will be safe. After I kill him, I will come and find you. Great uncle, be careful, Qi, he said hurriedly. Qi Zai nodded. Air currents burst out behind him as he chased after Fang Yuan, entering the 5 regional mountain range. Once he entered the mountain range, he felt a strong, repulsive force directed at pushing him out. As it turned out, this 5 regional mountain range was created by restriction expert who replicated the regional walls. Once Gu immortals enter, it would be like they were passing the regional walls. Fang Yin chose the part of this mountain range which was shining with golden light. It was a replica of Central Continent's Saint Regional Wall. Chi Zai was a southern border Gu immortal. When he entered, he was sure to face repulsion. He knew Fang Yuan's motive. This crafty person came here, and because of his rank 6 cultivation level, he has the advantage. My rank 7 cultivation level is facing more pressure than him in here. No, this person is so suspicious. This concerns our Qi clan's ancient bet. I need to kill him. Chi Zai was firm and determined. He did not waver in the face of difficulty. Both parties stopped flying. They started to travel by foot on the 5 regional mountain range. While another chase occurred here, in Central Continent's Earth Abyss, a different battle had ended. Yingwu Shi, Taibai Yunsheng, and He Lulan were surrounding the ancient Soul Beast corpse, searching for the soul core inside the Soul Beast body. Soul Beasts nurtured a soul core in their bodies. It was the size of an egg, but had a large number of soul path down marks in it. It was a top-tier refinement material. Other than this, the Soul Beast corpse would disappear after some time. It had no use. Where is it? Taibai Yunsheng searched for the soul core. He Lulan said, praising with certain intent. The Gu formation set here is truly amazing. In this short amount of time, even though this soul beast had the soul howl immortal Gu, it still died. Yingwu Shi did not speak. He was frowning. This was caused by heaven's will. It lured this ancient soul beast here. Just now, even though I killed it, I had to use the Gu formation. The more I use the Gu formation, the higher the chances of getting exposed. After all, Central Continent's heavenly court will try its best to find this place. At this time, Shinu transmitted to him secretly. Yingwu Shi analyzed to himself. Not long ago, Lang Ya Land Spirit used Treasure Yellow Heaven to send Dark Limit Immortal Gu to Feng Yuan. This immortal Gu belonged to Shadow Sect, but it had perished with Jiang Yu. After that, because Lang Ya Land Spirit created Lang Ya Sect, he refined Dark Limit Immortal Gu so that the sect members could have an easier time moving around in the future. This Gu can conceal aura and hide from heaven's will. Hehe, indeed. Since I am targeted by heaven's will, Fang Yuan's situation is worse. He might be facing the assault of Gu immortals now. Yingwu Shi made a casual guess, but he was actually on the mark. However, Chi Zai did not succeed in killing Fang Yuan. Both parties fought in the 5 regional mountain range. Fang Yuan was heavily injured, but because he had lower cultivation level, he could move more freely and escape from Chi Zai eventually. Chi Zai saw that Fang Yuan had escaped. Noting that his own condition was bad, he had no choice but to return. Once he left the 5 regional mountain range, he saw Chi Tihi. Great uncle, you are finally back. I was so worried about you. Chi Zai was prancing on the spot. Seeing Chi Zai, she quickly went up to him. Chi Zai felt warmth in his heart, but his expression turned grim. He scolded. Foolish! I told you to stay with the Qi Grand Lion. Why did you not listen to me, instead coming here? This is a dangerous place. Chi Zai's movement paused. She slowly walked to Chi Zai, lowering her head, apologizing. I am sorry, Chi Zai grunted. That person is already heavily injured by me. He was lucky and escaped. But if I see him again, I will definitely not. Ugh, Chi Zai cried out. He stared with wide-opened eyes at Chi He. A dark flying sword had pierced into his forehead. The tip of the sword was pointing out from the back of his head. Chi, he turned back to Fang Yuan's appearance. He smiled lightly at Chi Zai. Shock, regret, fear, all sorts of emotions filled Chi Zai's mind. But it was too late. Bam! He fell to the ground, creating a soft sound in the process. He was dead.